2, 1. Hello, welcome back to the N7 run. Apologise for being a while. I've recently gone back to work full time after the furlough leave in the UK. But we are off again to a great start. So what we're going to do, we're going to get straight in, we're going to do some assignments and just try and get the ball rolling straight away. We may do another main story mission, it depends on the time. But it might also be a case that I just keep on playing and just split the episode halfway through like we did the second episode. But anyway, what we're going to do first is we're going to need to go towards Nazi Academy. I've gone completely the wrong way. Pay attention. We need to go to one of the wards corridors because there is a secret person there that appears now that we've done one of the main story missions. So I'll see you when we catch up to him. Okay, so if you go to the wards corridor, which is what you access from Presidium over there, or you go through one of the elevators if you're actually near the markets, you'll see this guy on the left.
Hey, you're that Shepherd kid.
Indeed I am.
Hey, been a long time, huh?
I'm sorry, do we know each other?
Well, I guess you don't remember me. Lieutenant Zabaleta? I worked with your mother. We served on the carrier Einstein. Well, that was 12, 13 years back, though. You were just a kid then.
Yeah, so you can be mean to him, should you so wish, but given that we're doing a Paragon run, we might as well be kind, because you should get some nice rewards out of this.
I didn't see her much that tour. The ship was on patrol most of the time.
Hey, call your mom up and ask. She'd remember old Zabaleta. She'd vouch for me. Look, I need a favor. I'm kind of short on money these days. I hate hitting you up for money, but a man's gotta eat, right? So, could you spare something? Maybe 20 credits.
Yeah, well, is 20 enough?
20 isn't enough to get you back on your feet, is it?
No. I'll just get a meal, you know.
He's not doing as well, but yeah, sure, 20 credits, I have plenty.
It's not a problem.
You're a good kid, you know that? Thanks. You ever want to come by and talk, I'll be here. Huh? Can't afford a ticket home, right?
So yeah, you lose 20 credits, but credits aren't really an issue for this character anymore. And you get a couple Paragon points, but what you want to do is he mentions you should go talk to your mother. And we shall do that thing. Where's the nearest rapid transit? If it's up. But yeah, so to talk to your mother, you need to go to Normandy. So that's what we're going to be doing next.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
Thanks, Announcer, for talking over me. That was really helpful. So yeah, we're going to go find Rapid Transit Point and just skip to Dock 422 and go to the Normandy. Okay, so as you can see, we're back in the Normandy. What you want to do is you want to go to the communications room, which is back here. Well, straight up to your comm terminal.
Computer, give me a real-time connection to the Dreadnought Kilimanjaro. I want to speak to my mother, Exo Shepherd.
Shepherd speak? Oh, hi. I don't have time for a personal call right now. I'm on duty.
I know what that's like. Do you remember Lieutenant Zabaleta from the Einstein?
Ernesto? Have you heard from him? He was one of the Marines who guarded the CIC. We shared a watch. I lost track of him after there was an incident.
So his story checks out so far.
I've seen him here on the Citadel. Looks like he's had some hard times.
I don't doubt it. You remember the Batarian raid on Mindwar in 2170? You were in high school. The Einstein's task group responded to the Mayday. The Batarians were still pulling out when the Marines hit groundside. Zabaleta was one of the first down. He was never quite the same after.
I don't understand. What happened down there?
About every abomination that a sentient being can do to another. To a slaver, a person is just another animal. And humans aren't always liked out here. We heard about corralling, culling. They'd shoot those they couldn't use, implant control devices in the skulls of those they could, without anesthetic.
Ew. That's decidedly not pleasant.
He has post-traumatic stress because of what he saw?
He tried to keep working, but it rode him. He showed up drunk on duty more and more. We couldn't always cover for him. The Alliance discharged him. Everyone knew he drank because of what he'd seen down there, even if he never talked about it. Especially because he never talked about it.
For it to have affected him that deeply, he must have been a very sensitive man.
He was. Always in laughter and tears. If you see him, tell him we still worry about him. Tell him to go to the Veterans Affairs office. I have to go. But take care of yourself. You're making us proud. Kilimanjaro out.
So this random guy that you met on the set was actually telling the truth. He wasn't trying to be a scumbag. But now that we've actually spoken to Shepard's mother, which I'm pretty sure is the only time you actually hear... You okay there, Presley? Okay, sure. Carry on. You're obviously standing relieved. Yep. Nothing to see here. Jesus. Oh, Mass Effect, you were doing so well. Let's take the go-to squad. Because why not?
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
I don't think he does. He was floating last time I saw him. Yeah, so now we can now go back to the wards. Oh, okay, cut. Liara. Get code entry, yes. So we now go back, talk to him, and we can then start to help him out for more paragon points. But we'll cover that when I actually go and find the guy.
Alliance.
Okay, so we're now back in this corridor. We're going to talk to Zabalator again.
Hey, back again, huh? I don't suppose you got any credits to spare.
It's like you... It's either very mean, traumatic, or... Hey, you were
I
telling the
spoke to
truth.
my mother. She told me about what happened on Mindoir.
Did she? I wonder. People tied like prize hogs, locked in cages, clawing and screaming as they're loaded into cargo pods. And we couldn't reach them. The Batarian defenses had us pinned. Dozens died trying to advance. All we could do was watch as they hauled people away. I've been looking for 13 years for something to make that sight go away. What have you got, huh?
I'm not gonna give you money to drink yourself to death. You need to stop this.
If you don't have a better option, just give me 20 credits. A good bottle of whiskey. Enough to stop the dreams.
You need help. So you can either get some paragon options. I think these two give you the same reward, but I think this one... Well, I could be wrong. I think this one was slightly higher. But basically, if you have the child option, take the child option, because why would you not take the child option?
My mother said to go to the Veterans Affairs office. You're not the only one who's seen that brand of hell. They can help.
The VAO? God. All right. If she wants me to go talk to someone, fine, I'll do it. For her. She always stuck up for me. She always was naive. All the VAO does is pump you full of chemicals. If she wants to talk, tell her she can reach me through the Citadel VAO.
Will do. Let's take paragon options and a level. Level's always nice. Because a bunch of these elements you sort of don't really want to start doing before you're around level 30 and you have a whole bunch of talents to back up, in my case, the equipment. But yes, let's do that level. So, for myself, I am going to want... I'm going to want 1 in Charm, for sure. And then I want to unlock First Aid, I think. Because, like I said, I believe in the last part, First Aid stacks between all of them. So yeah, I add 40 health to it. Yara adds 180 health, and Tally currently adds 100 health. So you know that's 220 health on addition to the base manager, which I believe is 30, but I could quite well be wrong, which is basically enough to heal pretty much everyone unless I'm on 0 or 1, because if I'm 0 I'm dead, but I'd be almost full health and I have health regen anyway. Anyway, so Niara, what do I want you to do? Let us upgrade. Well, let's unlock Singularity for you, because that's always a useful thing to have. And we'll also unlock Stasis, so you've just got a full suite of powers. Tally! Yeah, let's unlock Damping and get your shield a bit better. Okay. I'm happy with that, I'm happy with that. So, now that is done, I believe that assignment is now completed. Dark Faraway Things. Or Old and Happy Faraway Things, that's what it was. So next up, we should have another assignment from Emily Wong, but I need to go find her. So I'll see you when I find her.
With all this exploration of Prothean culture, this must be like a survey for you, Liara.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
Yes, most of the technology I had hoped to bring back to the flotilla has subsequently attempted to kill us.
Oh, this is why I love having these as my companions, because just the sassy voice lines you get from Tally are just on point. And Liara's not exactly, you know, a slouch with the sass herself, to be honest. But it's just hilarious. There's one particular one in Mass Effect 2, and if I find that one, or if I get that one to trigger, that is definitely going to be a highlight, because it's just beautiful. I'm not going to spoil it.
Commander Shepard, could I have another word with you?
Sure can.
Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. This isn't about people getting rich. This is about safety. I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
So let's just investigate it, see what happens.
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The Council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about. I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic efficiency.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are overworked. How is this news?
There's a difference between overworked and dangerous. Traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300% in the last century, but traffic controller resources haven't kept up. We already have several last-minute wave-offs per week. Do we have to wait for a full-blown disaster?
This bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
Now, on the face of it, she's got a solid argument. She just wants some evidence to prove the story that these people are dangerously overworked and something should be done.
I'm trying to solve real problems, Ms. Wong. I don't have time for this. Goodbye.
Of course, Commander. I apologize for bothering you.
Oh, for piss sake. Okay. Now, don't you usually want to do this, but I'm gonna have to load a save because I accidentally hit the spacebar. I actually wanted to accept that. So, also these saves that you see here are just at the end of episodes, so that if so I can load at exactly the same point where we left off, and also if I want to just check something without actually playing the game, I can just go back here. So that's what those are for. Okay, so I've just come back. That autosave actually put me a little bit further away than I would have liked, but credits are exactly the same, and level up I've done in exactly the same way. So I've effectively just redone it exactly the same way, same answers, except I told Zeb later, and we're back here. And this time, I'm not going to hit spacebar by accident. In other games, if it's a case of I miss it due to skill or not being fast enough or something like that, I won't roll back. But this is not a time-sensitive conversation, so I could have taken my time. I was just hitting it
Commander
by
Shepard,
accident.
could I have... Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you
That
could
seems
help.
like a step down from wide scale.
Actually, in a way, it's... I've heard...
Yes,
I can't get
yes,
into the
I've heard this
control
before.
room, but you could. If you planted
Right.
a bug inside, I could
I can't
crack it.
promise anything. but
Excellent. Just place it on a terminal with a good view of the area. Thanks again for your help. In the long run, this story is going to save lives.
Okay, so now that I've actually taken the right option, i.e. accepting it, you could go and plant it. You go and plant it, the news story breaks, and you get some XP credits and Paragon points. However, if you just totally forget and say that you changed your mind, you get more XP, more Paragon points, and the same amount of credits. So why you would, if you're trying to do an optimal run like I need to do here, I don't know why you would ever choose to plant the bug, because you just wouldn't.
Hello again. Is there a problem? I'm not detecting any signals from the bug yet.
I'm not gonna plant this bug. This isn't a good idea.
Why not? The controllers need someone to tell their story, and the public deserves to know.
It's all under control. Were you truly concerned or just digging for ratings?
No, of course not. I'm trying to protect public safety. I'm trying to help people. I'll have to rethink this story. Maybe if I sold as tough workers in a thankless job, they'd give me an interview. Here, thanks for investigating and for new information. I'm going to talk to my publisher.
So we've got 8 Paragon points, whereas if we'd done it normally, we'd have only got 2. So, just straight up better. So yeah, that was an easy one. So now that that one is done, we have, I think the only tasks that we got left to do are actually in space. So off to space we go. And I'll see you when we've got to the Normandy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Hey Presley, love to see you figure out how the deck works again. Okay, so what we're going to go do now is the assignment, hostage. You can see hostage? There it is. Hades Gamma Cluster. That's where it was.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
So this is referencing when we talked to the reporter in the last episode, and we did an impromptu interview, and this is Kahoku's response to this.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. There is one other matter, however. The Citadel has been trying to play down Saren going rogue. It makes the Spectres look bad. Your mention of him was politically inconvenient.
That's fair.
I wasn't aware of that. I won't discuss him again, sir.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
So there's no particular consequences to mentioning Saren, but you do get some Paragon points, so for the sake of a line saying don't talk about it again, it's fine. Anyway, to the Hades Gamma Cluster.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher Moor. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
I would certainly recommend that strategy, Kohoku. And that is one of the other assignments that we've got available as well. But let's just scan some planets. Okay, so this is the ship you need to go find, the MSV Ontario, and you just want to go and board it. And we're going to want to take Caden, take Garrus for this particular one. Actually, I'll take Rex, just so we've got some better close range things. We don't need Tick in this particular instance because there's not a huge amount of enemies, if I remember correctly. Now, there is some loot that you want to gonna grab. Good old crates. Might as well take it. Can always scrap it later on if we need to. So we're just gonna deploy our sniper rifle. Okay, you might not be able to see it particularly well, but there's only 6 enemies. Now you can just run straight through, you don't actually have to take them on, but that's pretty high risk. It may be an option that you need to take though, because you only have a time limit when as soon as the enemies start seeing you. But you'll notice that the door is on the other side. So like I said, you can just straight run through. Which I'm probably going to...
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
Oh.
Go, go, go! I will destroy you!
Destroy you!
Enemy is everywhere! See how it is?
So you can just
You
straight
write
run through.
letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Got a little unlucky with the knockdown there, and was a little bit concerned. But yeah, you can just straight up ignore those and finish and do the fight in 11 seconds. A little bit easier if you don't get knocked down, but it's all good. No one really got massively damaged, so just calm down.
Let's not do anything we're all gonna regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
And this is why you take charm options.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What, we're supposed to trust you?
I'm an L2 like you. Trust me. The commander can make sure that Burns follows through.
Sure,
that's why we took
promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth, I promise that.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. we surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me.
You
I'll
almost
see
were.
to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
A Fifth Fleet cruiser will be by shortly to pick you and the prisoners up.
So, 8 Paragon points. We lost out a little bit of XP for not killing enemies, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. I've only had decryption, which I don't have because I'm a soldier. Now if I can... Ready after rounds, take it. I'm going to see if I can go change my crew members, just to get that decryption crate. But if not, then we'll just end it there. So you can see we're level 17, and you know, that's still a chunk of the way towards level 80. And Paragon wise, we're nearly halfway there, that's fine. But I do actually believe we are 50% of the way there, because I have 10 points, and I believe you get the... Nope, sorry. You get 10% bonus health as 50% Paragon, and the next roll is 80%. But we can fix that. But we now need to do distress call. The next one we can do, nice and easily. We're going to leave service until we're a little bit... Hopefully we can take over another level, but we'll have to see. But we're going to do... with some unusual readings? Argus Road Cluster, yeah. Okay, so we'll see you there.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Okay, so that's where it wants us to land. But just so I don't forget, I'm just going to scan the other planets. Just to see if there's any rewards on them. Did you see that? What did you do that? Just get XP and credits for it. 2 scans was nearly 3,000 credits. Right, so Metgos. We're going to take a balanced squad again. Okay. So, debris. So we want the transponder signal, which is this one over here. Unfortunately, this is one of the ones you can do entirely in the Maker. Which is gonna mean we're gonna take a minimal amount of risk.
There is the wreckage. I do not see any survivors there.
Careful, Shepard. I've got a bad feeling about this.
They've got a bad feeling about this. They're not wrong.
Geth! It's a trap!
Now, as you can see, we are taking a little bit of a beating, but it's nothing we can't deal with a huge amount of explosives. Now, these ones take 3. That Geth is floating. Naturally, yeah, the boss is floating. There's another one dead. That one is dead too. Hooray! And that is the end of it. This is why the Maker was a good thing to use. Now, you also notice there's a level 2 hazard, so you really don't want to fight this on foot if you can help it. So we're just gonna
securing point.
Take this here. Okay. Thorium, sure. Reset the time on the hazard. Now, I think you don't want to drive the Maker down too far, so we're just going to park it up here and kind of jog slowly over to it. Oh, no, that's not actually thinking you can scan. That was an entirely waste of time. Really wish I hadn't bothered. Well, basically, if you drive too close to it, an explosion goes off. It doesn't damage the Maker, but given that we've had floating Presleys and Geth, I wouldn't put it past the game to do something funky. So let's just head towards whatever that is over there. Might as well finish scouting the planet, seeing as we made the trip down. Yep, there's the thing down there. Far as close as you can.
Now it gets fun.
You okay there? Nearly screwed that up. Not entirely sure what that was all about, but I guess they saw something they didn't like. Let's get the 3rd point. I mean, those mods aren't fantastic, but you know, it's we can always reduce it to armor gel later on. We'll actually use them. Right now, that's not our big concern. Our big concern is just Skyriming our way to victory. So I'm sure what this is. We'll find out. Oh, Torian corpse. Of course. Torian insignia, yep. Jobs are good. Let's return to the Normandy. Yep, and jobs are good. Now we can go do UNC Cerberus, but what I'm actually going to do, as we're going to be running a little bit short on time, I feel, is we're going to at least start Noveria. Yes, because I can't do Ferris because I need 12 charm points, and to do 12 charm points, I need 8 in Paragon, and on Noveria there is, well, you'll see. But Noveria is where I want to go next. On the way there, you may as well scan the other planets. It'd be rude not to, really, wouldn't it? So, another 111 XP and 4,000 credits just for scanning those few things. Okay. On to Noveria we go.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
Charming.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Smirk. He knows. Okay, so the main reason we're doing this is basically just try and get a few more levels up. I don't want to have to do the all the matrix writing and stuff
Equalizing interior pressure
before
with
actually tackling
exterior
Jeremiah
atmosphere.
and the other silence beforehand.
Logged. The commanding
If I have
officer
to,
is
because
ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Jeremiah is sort of a turning point, and I believe it restricts what you can do afterwards. But I could well be wrong. So I want to leave that till last, because after that point things go very quickly. And you sort of railroaded into what you can and cannot do.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect. I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am. We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
It would not be wise to search for the Geth unarmed.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
I'll be behind you. That armor's in good condition?
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational.
It probably won't
Parasuni-san
be.
will meet you upstairs. Behave yourself.
Who pissed at your cornflakes? Jesus. Right, let's carry on through.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Well,
could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Bureaucracy.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
Well, you've kind of put yourself on the line for me, so I'm not too concerned.
No, we don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're a part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
Basically what it's saying is, we are corrupt as all hell. There's a motion.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here.
I wonder why.
This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
So, we're just gonna see what he has. Typically nothing for any goddamn Quarians. We may be doing that. I'll decide later on how I feel. Let's have the elevator. So let's go talk to Annalise and get that out of the way. So just walk through here. I'm prepared to talk to someone who is really not fun.
How can I help you?
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Well, let's just find out these, because it's always coded entries.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
Useful. Now, where's Annalise?
I'd like to speak to Annalise.
One moment, please. Mr. Annalise?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Oh, he sounds cheery. We're gonna get along great.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Okay. So let's just talk about Saren.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Noveria's backers.
Major Benezia?
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
Charming.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? Odd that you shouldn't mind their presence.
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Let him be stubborn, Shepard. I'm sure someone else here is willing to help us.
Okay. Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
I think I can afford it. So what I actually want to do is I want to shop in Oppold.
Oppold wants me to smuggle a package through security.
I need more than your word to act on that. Bring me whatever he's smuggling, and I'll act accordingly.
So you'll arrest him?
No one here is fond of trials. They make shareholders nervous. More likely, we would simply let him go. Of course, he would be blacklisted by the companies here.
I'll look into it and get back to you.
I appreciate your report.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Charming. Now, we're actually wanting to go speak to...
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
Now, there is actually one more thing we need to do very, very quickly. We just need to go talk to Lorik Keen himself, who is over here, I think. Could well be wrong. But this looks sort of like a hotel bar, so we're going to roll with it. No, the button. Well. This is unfortunate. Okay, so we're gonna reload, and I'll just do everything as I've already done it, and we'll meet you back when I actually get to Lorik Keen, because I'm actually stuck. That's annoying. Okay, so we're back just before the elevator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a save here in case the game decides to just kill itself. I've done things in a slightly different order. Still mostly got it, so I bought the armor, bought the armor for the Ara, spoke to Ananias, spoke to Oppold. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't gone to get the package yet, just in case that's what causes the game to kind of go, I don't know. So we're just going to see if this actually now works. Liara? Oh, okay. Liara? I think I know what caused the game to crap itself, is that we've lost Liara. Somehow, or somewhere. There we go. That might be why it crapped itself, and the game just didn't know what to do. I'm glad to notice that, just in case that was, but yeah, let's see what happens. So there we go. So now, doors. Hey, there we go. The door's actually closed this time. As I don't know if it was because I didn't have the package or because I actually waited for the hour to turn up, but either way, that's a good thing. As the music starts.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time.
If you insist.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Okay.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
So, having known who I am, having known how I've acted, you think, giving me insulting me and trying to get me to treachery is a good plan?
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
Right, so because you screwed up, you then want to insult me and make me do a bad thing when I'm playing as a good Spectre. I'm not surprised you bungled it up.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
This is straight up illegal.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
Yes, they probably do. However, I don't. Just because they do it doesn't mean I should do it.
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I will be on my way.
Good. And you get the most amount of points for that. You can get credits, but there's no real point to credits me right now. So, yeah. And before we go pick up your package, we need to talk to Lorik Keene.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keene? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion?
Close enough.
Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If I have to kill the guards, I'm afraid I can't help you. There's still the law around here.
True enough. Though I hasten to point out that Ms. Matsuo disapproves of outside contracting. If you change your mind, I will remain here. I see no other options at present.
Okay, so I actually kind of screwed up there. I thought there would be an option to talk to... Yes, I kind of screwed up. I thought there would be an option to talk to Miss Matsuo. It does not appear that's the case.
What can this old Turian do for you today?
I've been thinking over your difficulties.
Indeed.
So if I help
Yes.
you...
If you recover the evidence from my office,
You have a plan?
I do. He's paying them under the table.
I'll focus on trying to get you...
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Sure. Right, so I've at least got that mission. Now, I do believe as long as I can now actually hand in that package, and the reason why you do it in that particular order will become apparent. I'll see you again when we finally get back to the administrator's office. Okay, so we actually have the package now, so you could go to Uphold and get up to 500 credits, and then he's happy. You could go find out who he's needing to, who wants it delivered to, go to them directly and get up to 750 credits. Or the third option is what we're going to do over here. I don't think it's an option many people realise, because at least when I have played this game previously, I just went straight through and went straight to Analysis before doing anything else, which means you miss this option, which is if you want to do something is very useful.
I presume you are here to present me with Opold's package.
Yes, I have it with me.
I am no weapons expert, but it seems to me that this is a rather advanced device. Certainly contraband. It would have been unfortunate if this had reached its buyer.
How thankful are you?
I am willing to give you 200 credits and a pass to leave Hanshan. Not without an understanding between us, of course. You can only go to Peak 15 to speak to Lady Benezia. If you cause trouble or if the staff asks you to leave, you will be thrown off-world.
I'll also keep the upgrade.
You know, that's a dangerous weapon. It shouldn't be left unsecured. I should impound it.
Of course. That makes perfect sense. I wouldn't know what to do with it anyway. It would be best if you kept it. If there is nothing else, I would like to go back to work.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm leaving.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
So, should you want to try and speedrun this game, I don't know how far the tactic is, but you could just go to Uphold, go back to your Normandy, come and speak to Analysis, shop him in, and you can already get the garage pass rather than having to deal with Laura Keene's mission. Although we're going to want to do that anyway because it's, you know, extra stuff. Anyway, let's just get away with this level up. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's see, what do I want? Let's just start getting sniper rifles going up. Liara. Let's get throw going up for you. And Talia, I want you to get shotguns soon. So next level you'll unlock shotguns. Or next 2 levels, because you need to spend 2 points then. Actually get shotguns. Phasic rounds 3. Yeah, it's alright, I suppose. It's not fantastic, but you know, could be worse, could be worse. Well, let's go do Lorik Keene's mission now. And then we'll probably call it there once we've actually got left. But yeah, you can get the garage pass without doing any combo, which is fantastic. But I'm most likely overgeared and slightly overleveled for this mission here, because you can do it as soon as you come expect it, which you can do as early as like level 8, so half the level I'm currently at now, a little bit under. So the game has to have some leeway. Hello there.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keene gave me a pass in.
Keen? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keen. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Works for me. But now we're in combat.
Take cover!
And this is why you play soldier with the assault rifles, because inside buildings, assault rifles are ridiculous.
Area secured.
So why you would ever pick anything other than assault rifles if you are in anything like medium range, I don't understand. So yep, well that easy fight's done. I'm just gonna change to the sniper rifle ahead of time because there's totally not going to be another fight. Causes bloody decryption. Get them free Medical. Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, unfortunately the game won't let you cheat the system. Like, I don't know if you can hear this, but I am clicking and it will not let me fire. But, oh no! I wonder if we're about to get ambushed. Actually, they're quite close. Oh no! What is this? Is this an ambush?
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
I think I am.
You have me at a disadvantage, Miss...
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect?
Not really.
I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Ananias would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're here off-duty breaking the law for bribe money. You expect us to feel bad for stopping you?
I didn't want to fight them, they fired first.
So yeah, assault rifles, they're very useful. That's all sniper rifles if you have the range. Where's it? Shepard, welcome me here. Where is this other guy? Shepard, this is not leg day, right? What the hell is this person? Ah! And you're paced. Okay.
Perimeter clear.
So like I said, the risk wasn't that high for doing this particular mission. I just wanted to show off the other way of doing it. More crickets, more loot. Useful. I could have sworn it was one of these terminals that you could use, although we may have just done that assignment. Again, that reward, not amazing, but free loot is free loot. Never say no to free loot. Let's put the weapons away. So now that that's done, we can now go back, and there's another little thing I want to show off. Because you can see where I believe we're at 50% Paragon. If we're not exactly 50%, we're pretty damn close. Hello, Gina.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about
Oh,
it?
no, not at all.
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with
Good.
that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Okay, so you actually are wanting to take up something. You actually are going to want to speak to her first. Also, I'll just look at what the quick save command is, just so that I can, you know, in case we get another elevator glitch. I've not had it before, but I'm a little paranoid about it happening, because for some reason things are behaving weirdly. Tally, thank you. So that's it. You do not want to talk to Laura Keane first. You want to hang a right. Talk to Deanna.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
Oh dear.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
Fair enough.
I'd like to help you, Miss Parasini, but I need Keen's garage pass. It's vital to my mission.
Yes, fate of billions and all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
Oh dear.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
Jesus.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
Oh dear. Well, let's help.
All right. I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
And there's a reason you want to talk to Keen. Hello.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Yes.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it? I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Charm options.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Ananias. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Yep. So again, you get 25 Paragon points, which is, you know, a solid amount. I believe it's 340 to get 100%. But here's the thing.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
So you just ask
Did
him
you
about something
see
else.
an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
And the option to say, testify against Ananias, is there
I
again.
finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Ananias. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
And it's obvious you have very short-term memory. Even more Paragon points. And guess what?
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
You can do it again.
Are things in hand?
For the exact same options.
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day
So,
a
yep.
matriarch arrives
Another
with a guard
question?
detail.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
Testify
I
against
should
Ananias?
Finish the job, but an internal...
Now that you have my property,
The board...
Very well.
Another 24
I will
points?
testify.
So as you can see, we're already getting up. So, again,
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
Did you see
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
Is it...
Lady Benezio.
Young males have an unhealthy
I
obsession.
have a different question.
Humans are full of...
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, my...
The board was
All
already...
right. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Yep, as you can see, we get 1 free point. On the next level up, we can get Charm 12, which is actually what we need. I'm not going to cheese it too hard. I don't know, this run I'm not against, you know, doing things that don't make a whole lot of sense, like Lorik Keen's short-term memory, Dr. Michelle forgetting that you sold her items already, that sort of stuff. But I'm doing what I need to do to try and give us the best setups that I can. And Charm 12, yeah, unlocks the best store discount, which is good and it's useful, don't get me wrong. However, there's another reason we need it for a different mission. So, but we'll cover that when you come across it. And while it is possible that I might have been able to get the requisite number of Paragon points before getting to that mission where I need Charm 12, I don't know if I can guarantee it, so I just decided to take the lowest, at least not a risk of just guaranteeing I've done it. Hello, Deanna.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
3 times, no less.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
And there's another level up, and more Paragon points. Yeah, you try and command me, I work for the Council, and you don't, so... Sucks to be you, guy. Shouldn't have been corrupt. Sean 12! Boom! Job done. Sniper rifles as well, because why the hell not? Liara. We'll unlock lift. And actually... genuinely unlock lift. Get Tally ready for shotguns, because... shotguns. And we're probably going to call it there, just before we head out to P15, which is the actual main part of Noveria. But it's gone well. We have made 3 levels? Yeah, 3 levels. We're, you know, we're getting onto it. I basically want to be around level 30 before tackling Vermeer, if only because that is when a whole bunch of assignments become more realistic to actually work with. And as I've said, after you do Vermeer, things move pretty damn quickly. Things don't necessarily get locked off, but it becomes harder to do. And I want to be at the highest level I can get for a single run of Mass Effect 1 because it's going to help me in Mass Effect 2. But as I've said, we'll just carry on. We're going to end it here, and we'll see you next time at P15.